forum, and one of the things we committed to do was to have a day called Your Day, Your Say, which we did in June, didn't we?
Yeah.
And there were 69 people came to that, and from that we've developed a task group to look at things that matter to people in an ordinary life, and these are all members of our task group. So I think that was a success. Yeah. Around somebody having a belly button pierced. So it's a young girl that we support, and it's just ordinary life, isn't it, that somebody in their early 20s would want to go and get the belly button pierced. So, you know, she said she wanted to have it done, and she went and had it done without all the red tape that's involved with it. And have it done, can you not have it done? And she's really
we have asked people about taking more risks. At our conference, we made ordinary life process and parties because we want them.
We had lots of people celebrating big birthdays, and then after those parties we had lots of people who weren't celebrating big birthdays decided they wanted big parties too. So we've had lots and lots and lots of parties.
Yes.
A lot of this year I've been quite proactive in trying to get David back on track, as
Absolutely.
it were, and being more independent again and making his own choices. And we are beginning to achieve a little bit more with it.
Great.
Thank you.
Ian Whitton from an office. The people supporters are involved in the support planners, their families, friends, anybody who's got an interest in the person's life. And the support planners now, when you read them, they say much more about the person, and it's not just all cold and clinical.
One of the developments has been a block of 12 flats that are either for one or two people, and 6 of them are for people who require support, and 6 of them are general lets. But part of the general let is consciously being a good neighbour, and it's kind of encouraging, or giving that opportunity for people to get involved in each other's lives, and sometimes communities don't always do that very well. So here's a conscious attempt to do so.
The other word I've written there is advocacy, where again people are supporting. It's okay us saying they need this and they need that, and social workers and other people's commissioners saying no they don't. People independent getting involved. People are supporting, making sure that the families are involved, not particularly in the decisions they make, but in the decision-making process.
I'm a parent of a son with autism who's supported by IAS, and what I'd like to say is that Adam used to attend the day centre 5 days a week, and with all the cutbacks, the day centres in Wigan, a lot of them closed down, and one of them was Adam's. And what has happened is that over about 2 months, gradually, IAS took over the activities that were done by the day centre. First of all, just 2 days, then 3 days, and now he's supported completely by IAS, who've taken over all the activities. He's doing everything that anybody could do during the day, because horse riding, swimming, goes to the gym, goes shopping, and it's just been a pleasure to see him that he doesn't need the day centre, that he really is now just going out and about, excuse me, and having an ordinary life with the support of his staff team, achievements.
I supported a young man to take over his own finances when he was told he couldn't, and his brother had full control of his money, and I supported him to do it himself.
And then to follow that up, I've helped one of our managers to keep a friendship with somebody they used to support. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it's taken a lot of effort to just make that happen, and they're now meeting up and ringing each other quite regularly, and it's really natural. But I've had to get involved with that, which seems silly. That's one of the things I've done.
We welcome somebody who came through court protection proceedings, and just
the court is such a heavy-handed thing, and so there's this complete, taken by force from somebody's house. And what we're doing now, we're rebuilding the relationship with the family that aren't supposed to see him, and how we do that is complicated and it's hard, but that complication is worth doing.
Because I'm not a non-professional, but I feel we've got a much better working relationship with the social services. We're now working as a team and as equal partners, far better. It's taken a long time, but we are actually moving forward on that one, and I'm very pleased about that.
One of our ladies, she started joining a knitting group, and that fizzled out. But she then get to meet one of the other ladies who was in that group as well. They ended up meeting together, and they ended up building a friendship. Reduce the risk assessment, or they are based on like a positive risk assessment. It basically enables people an ordinary life.
Yeah.
And real words, and that's about some new support that I've just started doing with a young family who have just been diagnosed with a learning disability after having 4 children, and they're under child protection. And basically what she said, if people had just said to me in real words, I wouldn't be in this situation. So if somebody had said, your kids are dirty, your kids are mucky, I'd have understood. She said that if somebody had said, clean your teeth instead of oral hygiene, she'd have understood that she needed to clean her children's teeth.
I'm Kevin from Larsh, and this is Eva, and this is Laura. And Laura, could we tell everybody about the interview process that we went through? What did we do for interviewing? Who asked the questions? Who did the questions for the interviewing? Yeah.
Mum.
And Laura's mum. So Laura's mum and Laura and one of our assistants, the team leader, sat down and interviewed everybody. Just a very informal, why have you come for this interview today? Why Larsh? Why are you here? And it was an opportunity for Laura to see the person, but also an opportunity for her mum to see how the person was with Laura. But also, we sat down before and said, you're not just speaking on behalf of you, Laura, whether you like this person, but also whether you think other people with learning disabilities would like this member of staff. And I said the same thing to Laura's mum. It's not just about whether you like them, but also whether you, as a mum, would think that other mums would like them. So it wasn't just a personality, it was still a proper interview, but we were looking for different things. The person was interviewed, we made sure we had a photograph of the person, so that when we had a feedback sheet, all of that had the question on it, the picture of the person that was asked. And as always with these things, when you do an easy read version, it's brilliant for us as well doing the formal interview to be able to remember, because we interviewed 5 people that day, and by the 5th, which one was that one, and having a picture there really helps. So as always.
David, what have you put on yours?
Holiday.
Holiday. What would you like to tell us about your holiday?
Went away for a fortnight in Cape Verde, from the 27th to the 11th. Just got back and it's like a blur at the moment. Heard a car while I'm over there.
Got lost in the desert.
Also, at the back of my property was some disused land that wasn't being used, part of an old building called the Crown Building. So we decided to confiscate it and turn it to an allotment. At the moment, we're just clearing it all back from all the weeds and all that just took over, so at the moment it hasn't. Because both of these are all for meeting people and getting to know everybody, which is what I lack, because I lack confidence in meeting people.
I've been involved in the last year is that both at national meetings and international gatherings, our senior leadership teams are now meeting in parallel with members of the communities with learning disabilities. And in one sense, extraordinary for a group of people to go away and spend a week in Crewe, or a group of 20 people to go away and spend a week in Switzerland. That's extraordinary. But the fact of actually coming together and living together for that week and eating together and having coffee together and socialising together in the evening and then having our meetings and making decisions that come out of that context is very ordinary. In the same way that what we're doing today, we're gathered together and we're going to have lunch together and we're going to chat together and that's very ordinary. So, that's what.
Sorting out someone's finances and helping them to get a mobile phone so it can be more independent, they can contact us, and they now keep all their rota on their phone so they always know what staff they've got. It's really great.
Fantastic use of technology.
Yeah.
Use your phone. Did you want me to explain it more? Yeah. Angela recently moved into one of the similar buildings to what you was just talking about. It's a purpose-built building with 10 flats, different levels of learning disability and also everybody who's being able-bodied. And since she's moved in, she said on her card that it's made her really happy. And she's come out of her shell quite a lot. She's a lot more independent.
These are the exact words that a mother said, okay? So a mother said that the last networker May was her first Ordinary Life workshop. As a parent, I went away thinking about how I am with my daughter. Her daughter has learning difficulties. And realised I do sometimes take control. I went away determined to listen to my daughter more. My eyes were opened. My son got married in the summer and my daughter was the ring bearer. I really thought about how this was affecting my daughter because she was getting really anxious as she was getting closer to the wedding. So we decided to really involve her and what she wanted to wear, and she chose something she loved. They went shopping with her and she chose it. I, the mum, didn't like it at all, but she absolutely loved it, okay? On the day she was anxious and I took a lot of time to talk it through with her. If I had been like I normally am, I would have pushed. If I had done that, I don't think we would have got to the wedding. She really enjoyed the day and the evening. She was so proud of being involved and what she was wearing. And I realised it's about her life, her way.
Travel, it's a typical route where anybody who wanted to travel anywhere on their own could do that, and there will be work done with them from the coordinators. And what's come from that is the people that have already done the independent travel and are travelling have now wanted to buddy for their friends who want to do it, so they want to take them on the bus and show them how to do it. So
It's a story about what's been happening over the last few months, that Damon's had to go into a new house, and it's all about parental involvement, because throughout all the stages, I mean, it's due to MENCAP, I have to say, we were allowed to help choose the home. We've done some recruitment, didn't we, where we were all involved. All along the line we have had involvement in this, and it has made such a big difference. Rather than say, well, you're going to have this, or you're going to have that, or you're going to be here. We've been asked and taken part in the whole process, and it's been really, really good. So it's